Even if he exhumes now, next turn will be pretty bad for him. He has exhumed already. Okay. Lucky I didn't play my snow mountains. I don't think the goblins are in any danger right now, actually. Say hello to my little friend, Mr. Bushwalker! Yes, it's the famous Reanimator land destruction deck. And this is what the goblins think of it! Song of the Contaminator, Reanimator, Land Destruction. This will be the best name ever for a deck. Given that I have 7 damage in my hand, I think pretty safe here. Okay. Yeah, sideboard out the Street Wraith is possibly a good thing. Even Dry Spell doesn't do a whole lot here. Okay, now I can actually Fire Blast him on his turn, but I'm not gonna do that. And Goblins move on to the second round. I feel like I'm playing like an idiot and I'm playing really bad, but I'm actually 5-1 now. So I must be doing something right. Okay, I'm not doing anything right. What deck do you want to see now? I'll have a 5-minute break. You should tell me what deck I should play. Please choose deck only from the tier 1 list now. Here, those are the decks Burn has already played. I'm gonna give you the results. Stompy 2-0. Simic Stormpost 2-1. No, 2-0. MUC Stormpost 1-2. Affinity is up for grabs. Burn 2-0. Hexproof 2-0. And Goblins 2-1. Choose your deck. Hi, Lord Downey. I don't feel very successful right now. Elves is in there. Actually, if I get done early, at about 5, 6 something, I'm gonna start hitting the mead and go Viking Berserk on you. If we get down early, we are gonna play Mono Blue Stormpost again and see if I can win with it. Leaves L for later, enough blue to watch. Smurf deck, mono Smurf control. Mono blue control or affinity, is that what you are telling? So, affinity or mono blue control? And Farf, you're saying mono blue control as well. So, let's go with mono blue control then. We are using... This is a deck where I can... It's sort of in my nature to play this deck. I do know mono blue control, but I could slip up because I need to be focused. I am using a build from DelverFiend. I do have a sideboard plan from Chris Weaver for the deck. He doesn't like this build, but I like it. So let's play it. It's mono blue control. I know for a fact that some elves are heterosexuals actually, because Elrond has a daughter. I'm gonna make tons of elf yokes when we play that deck. But that's not now. There is nothing fun with mono blue control. There are no yokes to be made. Here we go! Mono blue control by DD Fan. I actually have a stellar record with this deck in practice. I think. Let's see. I'm 3-1! Is this a snipe? Liliana of the West. You guys don't snipe with that name, do you? I want to play first still, because you always play first in Pauper. Oh, this hand looks really smurfy. Well, I'm not gonna mulligan it. Okay, now I'm gonna do nothing all day. Uh-oh. I was thinking about mono blue control, that how do you handle mono blue Stormpost? It should be such a horrible matchup for mono blue control. I'm gonna counterspell something, and if I can't do that, I'm gonna think twice. A goddamn Delver and a Prohibit. Well, gotta have a clock. Okay, he's playing Delver. Well, I can't let him 2-for-1 me, right? The Piracy Charm or the Prohibit. Piracy Charm is better to save, I think. Because both were costing 2 mana there, as the Quicksand was the second mana. And I'd rather save my Piracy Charm for that. I should possibly play around Daze, yes. I'm so used to playing against Delver decks without Daze, as Daze really sucks, that I actually make it not suck. Goodbye, Mr. Delver. And now I'm just gonna exclude whatever he casts, failing that drawing some cards, sitting back. Well, I'll recast him another day. I think it's more important to counterspell here. Especially with this clue. What is that? So we are thinking twice. If you've seen my videos, you know that one mistake I always do is forgetting about flashback cards. So I'm pretty proud of myself that I remember that one. And okay, do we want to get involved in a counter war here? Of course we do. We're actually letting this Delver get counterspelled unless it is by a stupid spell stat sprite, because that we're gonna try to exclude. Pretty much high score there. I actually have some cognac downstairs, but I don't have any cigars. But that will be the death of the tier 1 decks if I start doing cognac. I don't think I missed to play my island, did I? Or why would I have 2 islands in hand? Oh, okay, I might have missed it. It's my turn 6. Yes, I missed a land drop. Pretty bad. Okay, we're not drinking cognac. Are we gonna counter this finally? No, actually we're not. And he doesn't. He has one card left in his deck, in his hand. And of course we should have used Think Twice there. So we are getting tilted again. Ah! Imagine how much I would be winning with these decks if I wasn't tilted and did strange things all the time. Do I have to waste my counterspell on this? But I think I need a clock, given that he has nothing. Thinking about it. Flip it! Yes, I want to reveal a stupid card. And now I'm going to town. And I'm gonna cycle Miscalculation at the end of his turn, because I don't think it's gonna be very playable now. But I am gonna condescend him. And I keep forgetting about Think Twices to keep you entertained. But this is the fat Think Twice turn. Unless I have to condescend him. Yeah, I'm gonna Think Twice now. This time I'm gonna remember! Think twice. And I'm saving counterspell mana here, so I'm not thinking twice one more time. I'm saving the Piracy Charm for something that's played, like a Spellstatus Sprite or Delver, especially when he has 2 cards in hand. Sure, it's only gonna get rid of Island. Do I let him preordain? I don't think I do it that here. Lagging. Well, that worked. Okay, against Delver, says my mentor, Mr. Weaver. Oh, god damn it. I don't have a real sideboard plan, I notice now. I have the Delver sideboard plan, and I'm sort of trying to deduce something out of it. We don't want the excludes. We do want the serrated arrows, and we don't have any of those. So what do we sideboard here? If you want to help Mono Blue Control get far into the Gauntlet, please help me on this, because this is the sideboard plan here. And DD-Fan, I have never talked to him, so he hasn't. What do we want? I think Exclude was great, actually. But it probably isn't. We don't want a Relic. Frostburn Weird is really hard for Delver. So that is probably in there for Delver. The Dispels should be good. If we trust Chris for the Delver Mirror, the Excludes are bad. So 2 more cards. He doesn't run many lands. He was flooding horribly. I think he's on at most 19 lands. But miscalculation seems like the card to take out, right? And actually I see now this Condescend should be a prohibit. But I don't own it. So that's the one difference from DelverFiend's list. Okay, thinking twice, killing some Delvers, it's all there. And I'm killing the Delver immediately, he has to die. But now... Oh, I forgot that he was Dimir Delver. And this is the reason why I didn't accept any 2-color variations of Delver or Stompy or something in the Gauntlet, because they are just so incredibly bad. There, if he cost the Cloud of Fairies and kept spell slot despite mana open or something, I would be in trouble. But now not. And of course all his creature kill spells are pretty relevant for us. Because we just want to establish control. The famous miscalculation card. We must also think about the factor in the tournament practice room that mono blue control should have a huge quit factor on it. People just felt really bad about it. No, I'm definitely not going for the golem. I'm in control here. And this time I'm gonna remember. We are playing mono blue control. He's playing Dimir Delver, that nasty deck. Oh, there's a clock. We're not going to cast the Spy Golem until we have at least 4 islands. But we are we going to cast him? He can double counter. We want to be able to double counter, but we can't really double counter. Yeah, we can, because we have that famous card. Ah, we gotta have a clock! A little clock. I know, clocks are for sissies, right? Do we let the Delver go? I think we do. Goodbye, Mr. Delver. It was not your time. No, I'm saving the dispels for the counter wars. But I am cycling the miscalculation here to get into more mana. I didn't want to counter there. I wanted to keep mana open to counter something important instead. Because I didn't really need the Delver. I have the Spy Golem for a clock once I draw my land. So I'm just hanging back here. Time is not a factor. He is the one who should be stressed. My long game is a lot better than his. So every turn that goes by, you gotta save your counters to counter the real things. Now the miscalculation. I think I'm gonna be the one who is milled out if we come to that. Actually, I would side in the Curse of the Bloody Tome if he was more controlish, but he seemed like an aggressive. I am not Mono Blue Delver. He is Dimir Delver. I am Mono Blue Control. Mono Blue Control does only have 8 creatures. Just a ton of counterspells. Cycling, trying to find the lands. I think whenever we actually play a creature here, it's gonna die so hard. I have more lands than he has, probably. Doesn't show, right? So do I actually waste the Spy Golem here? Well, I got 2. He only has 4 cards in his hand, so we'll let him kill one of those. And we'll think twice at the end of his turn. And I'm not protecting the Spy Golem. I do have another. And that's the one that's gonna do it. Ponder away, sir. I wonder when he's gonna do something. Thinking twice. It was the only one in the graveyard, right? Oh, finally some mana! Now we are talking! Okay, that's 4 cards. And I have so many counterspells. Do I want to get to triple counterspell before I play the Spy Golem? I think I do, actually. And I can cast the Ona's Grace for card next turn. Hopefully another land, and do it next turn. I will be doing it. That way the Spy Golem will also cost 0 to cast. I don't have triple counterspell mana if I use the Quicksand, of course. True. You're right. But waiting favors me and not him, so I'm not in a hurry. If I find an island here, I'm gonna graze it. If I find a Quicksand, I'm gonna graze it. Nice! So here we go, Spy Golem. He has 4 cards, so if they're all relevant here, the Spy Golem will die. It's the first one, and we can use our cheapest counter. Have we seen any true card draw on his part? No, we only see Preordains and Ponders, which are no risk to us. He's snagging it, but now he has nothing left. So I'm gonna counter it. I was thinking about letting snag happen. And I think I might let this pass, actually. Now he has only 2 cards, so we can play both our threats. Do we protect the Golem here? Of course we do. We should now look for opportunities to get rid of cards in his hand. It does very much smell like good game. So let's do something interesting here. Let's get that out of his hand. Okay. And then set a stop in his draw phase to deny him the draw. That way we can actually play the Delver, unless he draws an instant. Didn't I set the stop in his draw phase? I saw it in my draw phase! Highly professional. But we'll get rid of it a little later. Than planned. Snag. Oh, right. Mr. Sprite, do you want to read this card? Yes. Well, I don't really want to repeal the spell status Sprite. I'll just ignore it and repeal a ninja if one appears. I can grace at the end of his turn. I can counter anything. Pretty good. I could grace now, yes. But I need to save mana to repeal a ninja. So I'll grace at the end of his turn. New plan. You can read about your deck here, New Plan, and how I plan to play it. And the people who's watched here today will understand why I'm playing it next week. Game is over! And Mono Blue Control is in the round 2 of the Pauper Gauntlet. Okay, we're 6-1 today. And you guys, you wanted Affinity last time. Right? Is it time for Affinity? I'm using Special Kyle's Affinity build. Because I think it is fantastic. This is one of the few decks today that I have actually played in tournament. I would have been 7-0 without the stream. For sure. It is always time for Affinity. Yes. That's exactly right. And now this room is getting incredibly warm. So I have to do something about that. The fan has turned on. Alright, yes, I am Swedish. I can't speak English really. So what you hear are like drunk Viking sounding somewhat like English. I will pronounce stuff, I will choose the wrong words, etc. I thought actually my English would have been better after 1,000 YouTube videos, but it's only turned worse. So we're playing Affinity. Affinity. Affinity is, there's a lot of ways to play Affinity wrong. And I'm sure I can find a few. This guy we played against earlier today. Thanks, Kunal. We have the primer here. We are playing first, yes. We are taking a mulligan. I want to suck your blood. Oh, that. I want to suck your blood. Jag vill suga ditt blod, din jävel. Okay. Do we mulligan again here? It feels very dangerous. I don't think we do. So we play the Trio Tails. Play the star. Dörrhandtag. Oh, it's Hexproof, maybe. A land now would be perfectly awesome. And there it is. So... free dude. Am I going to get the black mana just to see if something nice happens? But on the other hand, I can now cast Enforcer if I find it. Elves! Well, that is not an elf we need to kill. Okay, good, I've saved the mana. Getting a blue mana. Drawing a card. Living the dream. Finding a land, not casting it. Casting a Wall of Whispers. Casting the Chromatic Star. Casting Mr. Enforcer. Going to town. Is he Reality Acid? Interesting, we played this guy earlier. Oh, it was the Midnight Guard deck, wasn't it? But he might be playing another deck. Oh, that looks like Reality Acid, actually. So, I want to kill the Lone Missionary. And swing for 6. Ha! Tap my mana like a boss. Okay, 10 power, attacking constantly. Blah! Seagate Oracle. That could be a road bump. Speed bump is the right English term, right? Oh, that's not what we want. We are saving the Frogmite. Okay, good. We're asking the question, what do you do against 2 Mirror Forces coming over to kick your butt? And his answer is, I stalk the dreams. Stalking the dreams. Drawing the cards. It's 5 color green. It's actually in the proper Gauntlet and it has advanced to round 2. Hello. Okay, Affinity attacks. We can't really. Do we want to get rid of the Dreamstalker here with the fling? I think we do actually. Eight cards in his hand, but they are not the right cards. I think this deck, his deck, has a lot of sideboard cards against Affinity. Five color green often has mana problems. Okay, what do we do against this? Special Kyle didn't bring any instructions for this. The Pyroblast looks sweet. Possibly Doomblades. We don't want the Shamans, so they are going out. Pyroblasts are going in. What does this deck even look like in there? Tell me what to take out. I absolutely got to keep Fling in anyway. I want to know what to take out. There's like a 15-second delay now, so this will take some time. Yeah, I probably just add 2 Pyroblast, but isn't like Pyroblast better than some of these cards? Possibly Disciple, yes. But I don't think Doomblade is better than Disciple. So I think this is what I should do. 2 Disciples. Okay, we are keeping the Disciples. And we're not getting too reactive. That's what we're gonna do. Let's do it. I know I'm the aggressor, but oh, interesting. We can still Thoughtcast here, so I think we're keeping this. Drum, now Thoughtcast cost 1 mana to cast. And here's that 1 mana. Can't cast the Frogmite. I screw that one up normally, that's why I'm getting silent. To screw up less. Okay, he jumps around, taunting us with his insolence. Citadel, Frogmite, Star, Mr. Thoughtcast. And Thoughtcast. I think this is one of the reasons I want to bring in more Pyroblasts, maybe over Galvanic Blast, is to get past Dreamstalker. This really turned into a crap hound, but this Galvanic Blast will still kill. Wow. I was just distracted by a very lightly clad Swedish woman sneaking into my room. Luckily she sneaked out again. You are so sorry right now that I don't use a webcam. Lands are awesome. Okay, we are punching through here. Oh, she's back. She has put a little clothes on. Oh, no clothes. Anyway, now I'm really distracted, but I know I have to kill that thing. No, not that thing. I mean the Dreamstalker. So, killing the Dreamstalker, casting the Terrarian, playing something. Ah, looks good. I'm paying attention! Yes, she's gone. I hosed her with water. Oh, those guys have so much toughness. God. But I have Terrarion power. And you should listen to Pauper's Cage, episode 9, why Terrarion is better than Prophetic Prism in Affinity. Well, I don't have blue and green here, so I'm gonna sacrifice it randomly for blue and... Oh no, I have green, but I'm sacrificing it for blue and green. Drawing the card, finding the guy! Hello! And then just beating up. Still has mana, but can do nothing with it. Flayer Husky, I have no thoughts on Affinity. I am not a brewer, I'm not a very good deck builder. I am using Special Kyle's build. I'm absolutely a believer in Special Kyle's ability to play this deck. And in Pauper's Cage, the podcast, episode 9, you'll find a link in the document for the Pauper Gauntlet. He actually is the best deck walkthrough I ever heard for a Pauper deck. And he explains his choices for this deck. And he is really convincing. And his track record with Affinity is pretty good. So I absolutely trust him. Do I want to fling this guy? Do I want to fling this? I don't think I want to. No. But now I am flooded like hell. But another Dreamstalker bites the dust. I think I actually beat an Affinity with the weird deck or 5-color green. But he is having the common problem and not enough mana. Handful of awesome cards and nowhere to go with them. Skyfisher is standing in the way pretty efficiently. And I think I'm just smashing in here, putting him facing death next turn. Or this turn if he lets me. Oh, he let me. So just fling away! Affinity wins by fling. Which is pretty sweet. Well, that wasn't too hard. And we are 7-1. Oh, now I wrote Affinity versus 5-color green, 7-1. And that wasn't really true. I'm now 18-5 in the Gauntlet. So, what do you want to see now? How many of you are there? 44 people. This is the record. Thanks for watching Tier 1 Day. I'm happy that you're here. I only lost to enormous punt with Mono Blue Stormpost. So if I'm done here before 4.5 hours from now, I'm gonna play Mono Blue Stormpost again. It will not count, but I will play it just to try to get forgiveness. So we have 2 votes for Simic Storm, 3 votes for Simic Storm. So let's see. I don't know how many Tier 1 decks were there at the start. Stompy has already won. No, don't snipe it. Or you can snipe it. Whatever happens in the Gauntlet happens in the Gauntlet. So I am hearing Elves, I'm hearing Simic Storm. Allies is already in round 2. Allies went to round 2 of the Pauper Gauntlet. Mono Blue Stormpost did not. There are 5 reserve decks. Well, I will only play them when we have played all the Tier 1 decks. And oh, there's another vote for Elves, or are you saying Elves again? No. Okay, next of Elves, Simic Storm. Next of our red green tempo is already in round 2 of the Gauntlet. I did pant Mono Blue Stormpost. Will we mention it 20 times? I think we're up to 16 times now. And there's Elves, so we are playing Elves. I suck at playing Elves. I think I'm actually might be a little worse at playing Elves than playing Mono Blue Stormpost. But even then, my record isn't that bad. I am now 8-3 with Elves in practice. But I know my Elf deck hasn't been complete, and J-Siri has borrowed me some Spider Silk armors, and we gotta check if they are really in the deck. I think I'm missing one Spider Silk armor still. Alright, we don't want... There's a Spider Silk armor, and there are 2 Wrapping Vigors. So one of both Wrapping Vigors should be Spider Silks, but I don't own them. Icy Hot Hottie has left the building. It is eliminated from the Pauper Gauntlet. Okay, we're putting in a Spider Silk armor. But we are replacing the other Spider Silk armor with the Wrapping Vigor. Flying Dinos is coming up pretty... If the only Delver and Simic Storm remains, then we can play Flying Dinosaurs pretty soon. This is going much faster than I thought. Well, you're right. There will be a short break after this match, but now it's time for the Elves. It's Elrond, Legolas, the Mob Justice. You remember the scene in Lord of the Rings where the elves were just building more elves. Icy Hot Hottie, there is a deck tech video on the YouTube channel. Search YouTube for Icy Hot Hottie and you'll find 3 videos on my YouTube channel. With Saki playing it, with me playing it, and with Saki doing a deck tech of it. God, this fan is killing me. Hang on. Aracore. Right, we are going in with Elves. Actually, YouTube has no dirty stuff at all almost. They are really good. They censor me all the time when I put up my nude Swedish videos. I'm going in with the Elves. And Elves is a pretty vulnerable deck, so it could be sniped to death. Is this one of you? Am I getting sniped? If you want to snipe Elvish, the Elves, you should do anything with Crypt Rats. Okay, this looks good, right? I play Arbor Elf, I have 2 mana. I play Birchlore, Arbor Elf. Now I play Priest of Titania, I have 1000 mana. Stuff happens. No, the Swedish girl has left my room. It is actually my wife. I'll see if she wants to say something. Jessica! Kom hit och sälj på dem religion. She's nervous. She doesn't want to talk to you guys. I hear she just recently converted to a new religion. She might want to talk about that. Court Homunculus. That's interesting. What the hell is happening on my computer? Must stop download of Swedish films. Play Forest. And there is Arbor Elf. He might be Suicide White. He probably is Suicide White. It could be some other form of white affinity. There are some Arbor Elf. You killed the elf. Sunlands for the win, but I am more Arbor Elves. My god. It's just enormous beatdown. I need to get the mana, so I'm playing the Arbor Elf again. I'm not looking at that link. Don't try to distract me. I got moderators for that. No! And something. He's Suicide White, straight up. Sunlands to the revenge. Do I have to play the Nettle Sentinel now, or can I play the Birch Lore? There's so much damage coming my way here. So I think I have to play the Nettle Sentinel and block the Soul Eater. The Robin Thick video for Bloodlines. Oh, sounds good. You gotta send me offline messages about this so I can check out all these videos. And good night, Murky Mercy. All of this will be on YouTube later in several parts. I suspect 4 or 5 parts. I am going for the Soul Eater because I don't want to die. Taking this. Going then for the Essence Warden Birchlaw Ranger. In the reversed order. So, Birchlaw Ranger. Do I always yield to that? I think I do. We're tapping 2 Elves for a green mana. Playing the Warden. And tapping the Sentinel, but there it stops, right? Can't do anything else. Right now. But we still do live. Some much needed life. Still blocking anything we can kill. And not stuff we can't kill. So how much mana can I get next turn? Well, we are blocking the Soul Eater here, of course, otherwise we lose the game. High life. Okay, now I'm in trouble. Two mana, 3 mana. We can get doesn't work, right? Yeah, we are dead. Double Sandlands for the win, yeah. Elves versus Suicide White. Suicide White has got a lot of attention as it was the first deck playing in the Gauntlet. And then it was unpopular to the people, and now it's here, tearing up this place. Oh well, why am I thinking about this? I'm just dead. So, what do we want here? And what is he bringing in? I think Well-Wishers should be pretty good, but what else? And what do you take out? My notes say no board question mark for Affinity and no board question mark for Stompy, and this deck is not on the list. Cutting Mob Justice, can he block so I can't attack him? Not really when I have the Timber Watches. So I could cut one Mob Justice. Do I really want to cut both? Maybe I do. So what if we cut the Mob Justices and take in Well-Wishers? Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Let's go like this. Longbow. Okay, we could bring in longbows. But he doesn't have a lot of one toughness creatures. Most of them are bigger. I think Elves mulligan horribly, so you will have... This is a great hand for this deck. I think there's the red decks that die to swamps and contaminated ground. He is choosing whether to mulligan here. So I'm gonna go Llanowar. I'm gonna cast Arbor Elf Queeron. And things are gonna be just peachy! And once the Huntmaster lands, it's all downhill from there for him. I can do even more here, can't I? So cast Queeron, tap the Elf for mana, return, untap him, return the forest, ending up with 3 fantastic mana. Do I want to cast the Timber Watch here, actually? Because then things get out of hand pretty quickly. And Timber Watch is immune to Holy Light, so let's go for it! Timber! What is the Swedish word for timber? There's a lot of wood industry going on here close. I don't know. But there's a lot of kalhyggen around here where they have cut the trees for the wood industry. So Timberwatch is of course gonna make this horrible. And now you actually make dörrhandtag out of timber. Virke, well, yeah. Okay, so I get a mana there, return the forest. And then I can actually get Lysalana out. And then things are really going to get out of hand. Do I care about taking damage here? Or do I... I don't think I care about taking damage. I'm gonna kill him. I'm taking him down! Yeah, Springleaf. Of course I should have cast Springleaf. God, this is... as I said, this is a deck I do a lot of mistakes with. Okay, so next turn we are casting Springleaf. We're casting everything, right? We're emptying our hands. Yeah, 2 big decision trees. This is gonna be... Yeah, the mistakes matter less here. Of course, mistakes always matter. Oh, Burslow Ranger, now it gets complicated. First we do the Queron dance. And then we have to play the Birch Lore. Ciao, Chrissy. And then we play Nettle Sentinel, because he will be pretty broken now. And, well, yes, now things get out of hand so bad. So tapping 2 Elves for green. One of them is Nettle Sentinel. Casting Arbor Elf. Getting some Elves. All is yes, all is yield. Yes. Springleaf Drum. Tapping an Elf for a green. Tapping Burslow Ranger for a green. Oh, we need 1 more green. Tapping Arbor Elf and that guy for Timberwatch. Well, is he dead yet? No, so we have to attack. This is 11, right? And we have double Timberwatch next turn, so we'll just boost Queron. And then we'll untap. We already did it, right? Damn it. We shouldn't have done that. Well, I want to see him get out of this. if I don't make those small mistakes, if I play this deck 100% optimally, I would play it in tournaments. But I don't. I'm pretty happy with this situation. So I'll just take the win here. Thank you. So what did you wanted something? You wanted the longbow. I think it is really bad here actually. I think it is so slow. And what did we discuss to take out for the longbow? Seems very slow. I rather just once I get the melody, once I overwhelm him, he can't damage me. And yeah, I think longbow sucks actually. There is no green draw engine in common. So we are going to town. This is the final game for Elves if we lose. And what's this? There's nothing going on here, right? We can cast Queron. Then we can cast Well-Wisher. And then we sort of dawdle around for a while, but we have the Birch Lore. Hi, Cracker. I'm keeping this. Birch Lore first, and then Queer on turn 2. Get the mana from those two. Queer on the forest, cast Well-Wisher. Yeah, that works. We are doing that. We have plenty of mana sources here. Birch Lore and Queer on. So, Birch. Mr. Porcelain Legionnaire. Maybe I should have brought in the longbow. Another forest. That doesn't change anything this turn, does it? So we play Queron. Tap these guys for a green. Play the Well-Wisher. I don't think we need that actually. Now we can actually gain 6 life then every turn. So this attack doesn't matter, but he might have more power on the board after his turn. I don't know, I didn't build the deck. I don't think we can melody here. I think we need to get the Huntmaster out first. So we get 2 mana here. One mana here. Tap the Well-Wisher. Queer on the Well-Wisher. Play the Huntmaster. Okay, now, oh, yeah. I need to Well-Wish. So I can't go for the Arbor. But next turn we should be able to do plenty. I'm just taking 12 here, right? Do I actually gain the life now? And use the queer on gain the life again? I don't know what I'm afraid of really, but... And then I untap the Well-Wisher, return the forest. Gain some life. Another Huntmaster. How tempting. But we can do this, right? We all have 2 mana. Can we really do this? Yes, we can. I don't know, I can't count. Let's cast the Arbor Elf. Oh, we can't do it, right? We get 2, 3. I have to tap everybody to do the... But I could cast another... No, I can't. Because we play the forest. I am getting a headache. Okay. 2 mana. 2 mana. 1 mana. 2. No, we can't cast a Melody. Unless we want to die. We can't cast pretty much anything. Am I wrong? I can cast the Spider Silk Armor. 2. 2.5. 3.5. And I shouldn't have cast the Arbor Elf. Yeah, I'm just going for the armor. Which does nothing. Do I now want to untap the Well-Wisher once now? No, that will not do anything. So we could tap the Well-Wisher, we could untap it now, and then we could untap it again. But we need a mana next turn, so we're not doing that. I'm gonna sacrifice the Elf Warrior. Here is Bone Splitter. He has 14 power out now, so we are in no danger. I didn't want to block with the Huntmaster. I want to block with... I don't want to block with my Huntmaster. Why would I do that? I don't want him to die. Do I actually block at all here? First we are gaining life. And then we are taking 17 damage. It's a 3-4, yes, you're right. So we can untap it now. Or maybe that'll shorten our mana next turn, but we do it. And block an Ardent Recruit. So that's 17 damage we are blocking. We don't even have to give up the Elf. We're taking 14. I think that's good. Okay, so he now has only 11 power. So we are now casting Distant Melody. That's pretty much what we are doing. Let's see if we can choose Elves. We could. Okay, we win. Actually, at that point we could gain so much life. And we're 8-1. It's time for a short break. And then you have to choose between Simic Storm and Delver. Hola! I'm back! And you are telling me Simic Storm, Dog Biscuits deck. I'll tell you a secret about that deck. It's a really good deck. It's very hard to play. And this is my record with it. I've only won once. And I only won against Flying Dinosaurs. So this will be the feast of misplays. And let's do it! Then I will be much more nervous about Delver, because that deck I can actually play normally. I haven't managed to take notes from the Pauper's Cage episode, so I don't really know how to sideboard either. I know that you take out Coiled Oracles. Oh, I know I have the Stompy sideboard. Maybe that's my own construction. So let's do this. 38 people here. Hi everyone. You're watching the Pauper Gauntlet and I'm playing against Night Hunter. I want to play first, actually. This is not a very good hand, but I'm keeping it because I don't know what hands to throw away. And for some reason Dog Biscuit likes using Serum Visions. So let's use Serum Visions. Hey, you grow so silent suddenly. Well, we want all of these things. We're putting the growth chamber on top. And we'll probably play it next turn. Oh, maybe, yeah. Of course we will. Plain Springleaf Drum. Bonesaw. We are Suicide Whiting again. It is the deck of the day. Well, hope it doesn't main deck Land Destruction. Returning that, preordaining. Yeah, we want the wall second and the fertile ground on top. That will be fantastic, thank you. What the hell is that? It's like Ardent Recruit, but bad. Well, I can get a ton of mana here, right? I can actually Fissure here for 2. That's not very exciting. So do I... What I do here, I'm not threatened at all. Steal kitties. I'll believe you. Do I even want to snap here? And then I have 4 mana, but no, I'll wait. Saving the snap for the Fissure thing. A Mirrored in One pre-made deck. Pre-made deck, oh sorry. Now I'm saying stuff again. Some damage is coming my way. 7 points. Can I Fissure everything next turn? Probably not. Not the Bone Splitter. So can I set up a Fisher Wall loop here? I need more mana for that, right? Wow. What do I do with this? I have 5 mana here. Then I can snap and get another 2. So I'll get me to 7. Then I can Mnemonic Wall and snap again. And that will leave me 4 extra, but it's not enough. So I would rather do it next turn than when I have 1 more mana. Because he can't do 13 points of damage, right? Little Bashers. Okay. And I have 0 card draw here, which could be threatening. And now I gotta start to get rid of his stuff. Well, that guy should help. Blue. 6 mana. Playing Cloud of Fairies. Might get a quit in this gust here. I'm tapping these guys. Tapping. Ah, that confuses me every time. Snapping one of them. Should snap my own Cloud of Fairies, right? I think about it right after I've done the wrong thing. And then we Fisher. No, we cast a wall and then we Fisher. 8. Casting the wall, getting back. Wait, we have 9 mana now. So casting the wall, getting back, snapping the fairies. Yeah. You can hear my concentration, right? Snapping the fairies, nothing else. We should get a quit in this gust here soon. Getting the blue mana, playing the fairies. I'm tapping these lands. And here's the Fisher. Huh. Okay, we are fishing his land. We have a storm count of 5. So we can get that guy. Fairies, Mnemonic Wall. And that guy. Well, probably gonna get a quit there, yes. I'm not sure I did that right. But it worked. And he quit. So, Little Bashers. What was the name of the deck? Little Bashers. And we are 9-1. And I think Simic Storm could get very long, could get very far into the Pauper Gauntlet that way. And now it's time for Delvers. For Messel Delver, as played by Chris Weaver. Chris has perhaps updated the deck to reflect Messel's later changes, but I have not. So I'm using a recent sideboard but the same main deck with the Piracy Charms. And Evil Stain is still there, so he is probably... No? Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, Temporal Fissure is really... Oh, you are sniping me, sir! With your Tortured Existence deck. And I have never played this matchup. Yep. Are you gonna look at the screen, or do I have to... Are you ghosting it? Ah, turn off stream. Alright. Let's do it. This is how I lost a moderator. I also actually stopped playing Poppy Daily events because of Fisher. I hope Chris made a sideboard plan for his deck. And one thing I learned from Chris is you spell stutter everything. Just take the 2 for 1 and go with it. Let's do it again. I can't believe he did that actually. And the problem is that he is so good with this deck. And Stinkweed Imp is just death to us. We could snap the Stinkweed Imp, but what then? We are snapping it, forcing him to recast it now at least. I don't know where we're going with that later. Why do we still have 1 mana? Because we fuck up, that's what we do. Let's attack him. He is a lot better Torch Resistance player than I am a Delver player. I need to have a real counter to do that. There is so much ways that he can grind Delver to death. His deck is packed with removal. And he wins pretty much the same way as Trinket wins over Delver. By just being able to kill so much stuff. And Piracy Charm is pretty dead against him. Let's see if we have a sideboard plan. We don't. There's another snap, but we still don't have the counterspell. Double Stinkweed. There's an exclude at least. We play 4 snaps. Talk to Chris about it. His snap is extremely important for the tempo in Delver. But this is not the matchup where snap shines, is it? We actually want to play this Cloud of Fairies because then we can spell stat their Stinkweeds. And we will now snap a Stinkweed at the end of his turn. Or maybe even both. But he will get them back. That's the problem. We need something. A something. A something is a really good card. But we are doing it because I'm way too impatient. So we are snapping him. And we are snapping the other one. And now is the time we should have ninjas. Oh, we discarded that thing. And once he gets life staff online, we are pretty doomed. Of course, he's now drawing Stinkweed Imp every turn. So this will be hard for us to keep track of. We can let that one go, because we can Piracy Charm him. What about the second one? I think we are spell stuttering it actually. Because we can't keep the Stinkweed Imps out of town. And Mesmeric Fend we are definitely gonna exclude here. And then we are going to kill him. And we'll probably cycle this fairy because it's not gonna do anything. It will provide a clock in the air. And actually if he doesn't draw a life gain, he has the this thing. Oh, that will be enough. No, I don't think. I think I'm really I think at least 70-30 in this matchup. So I am gonna cycle to find something that if I now cycle into Ninja, I will scream. And I do. So I should have cycled before. I should have decided first. But actually I can counter the first Stinkweed here. So there is some hope. And I could just out ninja him here. Or he could play a land and I could be totally screwed. And I think I'm going for the ninja here anyway to try to draw out of this mess. Though I'm not really sure what I'm trying to draw. Isn't he running Crypt Rats? I would think he has Crypt Rats at least in the sideboard. Probably cycle this Cloud of Fairies too. Phantasmal Bear. We are playing him. Cycling the Cloud of Fairies, looking for something. That's something. Get him at 10. And he's bringing back his Stinkweed Imp. And the Faceless Looting. Wow, how am I going to play that deck? Tell me how He has given me the sideboard plan. And I'm waiting until early next week to play it. but I really feared playing it. Okay, now I got distracted and let the Stinkweed him through. It was probably a good thing. And I'm out of snaps. And there is Spy Golem. I think my only chance is to attack wildly here. He is, as I said, he's played this matchup 1,000 times. And I have not. I have actually played him many times. No, I tried to make my my wife come in and do a funny thing, but she wouldn't. I played Hustle a lot. I played him with Infect, and we were about 50-50, and then I played him with Trinket. And of course his deck has absolutely no game against Trinket. Trinket just crushes Tortured Existent because of Bojuka Bog, Nihil Spellbomb, and 4 Dimir Aqueducts. Crypt Incursion should be good for him. I don't think I can break through here. He will... Well, he plays a second Stinkweed Imp, and then I have no game against him here. Still has to kill me, though. So I should definitely not play any more lands, because I can Ona's Grace into something good. I hope he will tell me the secret how to beat his deck with Delver at some point. He has only 6 more Stinkweed Imps, or 5 more Stinkweed Imps in the graveyard. Maybe I can attrition him. I'll leave the Spy Golem. I haven't drawn the Grace yet, no. Oh, it takes that! That's interesting. Deathspark should be pretty bad for Phantasmal Bear. Call him Phantasmal because that means like dork in Swedish. Fjant. He might actually time me out. It's very likely. Look at the clock. Look at what I've done. Why do I play these cards? I can actually... No. Bear! This bear is not real. Oh! Lag click! Nice. It wouldn't matter. Wow, I'm really low on the clock. Saving the lands for Una's Grace. Gonna do the attack. And then he, of course, sparks it. Looting. Doing damage to me. Another Spy Golem. That means I can get rid of the first one. $20 cards to go. None. I think the rest of the people are actually sleeping. I let the fume splitter through. 17 cards left. And I wasted my 10 minutes. Could have used the quicksand too. He is not getting back any creatures now. So he needs to kill me with these 16 cards. I'm hard casting this ninja. Yeah, I expect every match between these two decks is like this. He cast the Fiend, and of course we have to exclude it. Because that is not okay, but his real creature is coming behind it. Oh ho ho! Tricky! Tortured! And there's my Grace. Brainstorm for counter spells. That didn't work, did it? Gonna mess with his draw step. If he draws. Okay, now I'm getting really short on time, so I might talk less. Think you're still gonna win, sir? Yeah, 90 minutes is way too little now. I'm not close to finishing this game, and this is the first duel. So I need to be above 20 minutes after the first duel in a grinding matchup like this. And I might even concede this one right here to save time. Because I don't think I can recover from this. But I do have the Grace. So maybe that's premature, but at 15 minutes I'm conceding. Tree, okay. I'll cast one land because I could then Owner's Grace twice and still have counterspell mana up. My lag is bad also, which will make me play slower later. Owner's Grace. Discarding a land. There is probably no way to win. Should I concede here to save time? Yeah, with this lag as well, so yeah, I'm giving up to save the time. Because he can grind me out otherwise. And defeat me by the clock, because I'm playing so slow. And the lag from XSplit is horrible. So, what do we need? We obviously don't need coil nuts. Piracy Charms suck. Phantasmal Bear sucks. These things are great. Serrated Arrows should do some damage, would they? Trickery sounds pretty good. Stormbound guys sound super good, really. I'm restarting the client after this match then. Do I want the serrated arrows, or I think I have room for one. These cards are still bad, but this looks good. Stormbound guys ninja, pretty nice interaction. This could get really ugly. He can usually kill the first turn Delver. I hate the beta client, it's so bad. It's I've been horrible. There are a few videos where search a YouTube channel for my first experience with the beta client and you'll see why I don't use it. Actually, Illusory Tricks is a version of that deck. And now I have nothing. I have to draw the land. Oh, I'm gonna fall behind so much. Stormbound Geist would have been so good there. But this Delver is not that good. Oh my god, imagine Stormbound Geist. No, beta is a lot worse than this version. Well... when they force me to play the beta, when they drag me there kicking and screaming, I will play the beta. I think. Okay, it's time for Stormbound Geist. And now things get interesting. Well, my exclude is going bye-bye. Yeah, I agree with Mork. That's my experience. He took serrated. Okay. Do I want to ninja that badly? Or do I just Stormbound Geist exclude Stinkweed Imp? Oh wait, this is my plan. He blocks. He dies. He returns. I play a Stormbound Geist. He's getting back Stinkweed Imp. I'm gonna snap it. I'm gonna put a ninja into play. It's gonna be awesome. Or maybe I'm just gonna hit him for 5. No. There will be a ninja. Is that right? Or do I just want to hit for 5? No. You always want a ninja. No, that's not true. You don't always want a ninja. But this time, you want a ninja. Tragic slip on the ninja. Snuff out on the ninja. Still decent, I think. Gosh. Cloud of Fairies. And then we can snap exclude. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, both clients are terrible, yes, I agree. But this one is a little less terrible. Well, here's a typical situation where you don't ninja, because you don't want to ninja the... Or do you? No, I don't think so. I will just ride the exclude here. He's gone. And we play another storm on Geist and Brainstorms. Mr. Stinkweed. No surprise that he is back. We'll just double Geist and play both flyers, right? So we play Spy Golem for 2, right? We play Spy Golem. Maybe I should restart this. Oh, now I'm lagging horribly. Okay, I'm definitely restarting it after this. Okay, I'm actually restarting it now. I'm gonna shut down the stream while I do so. So I'll be right back.